Okay, I'd like to bring down Carolyn Picard. Carolyn, come on down. Carolyn, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm doing really good. Carolyn, it says you do a thing called Green Lantern Press, is that right?
Yes, that's...
Does it have anything? Yeah, let's hear it for Green Lantern Press, guys. I just had one question, and don't be offended. Green Lantern Press, does that have to do with comic books?
Yes.
It does?
Yeah, it's based on the superhero.
Fuck, alright. That's great. So what kind of comics do you guys do?
We don't do comics, we do fiction and...
Comics and fiction, right?
Yeah, but there are no drawings in our books.
That's fine. Drawing is a fucking outdated art form.
I'm sorry, though. I mean...
No, don't be sorry. It's photography's fault, not mine. Okay, so, Carolina, you want to just read? Yeah, take your liquor shot. What are you drinking? What kind?
I don't know.
Ugh. Hopefully it's not Jack Daniels. That shit sucks. Carolina, here you go.
Thanks. Thanks so much for having me and putting this together, and it's awesome to be in the city. I've never been in the city before. It seems pretty great.
Yeah.
Woo! Warming up the crowd. So the story I'm going to read, it's based on the idea that Michael Jackson's death was a hoax, and I borrow a Mitten story from well, anyway, you can ask me, and I borrow a coronary report, and I also borrow Orlin, who's a French artist who did a lot of plastic surgery. For instance, making herself into Botticelli's Venus at one time. So, it's called Bling Bling. Michael had a plastic chin and new skin. Born with nothing, he made $750 million in his life. He went $500 million bankrupt thereafter. He said in the press release after his death, "It was so cool, look, 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 look. It was so cool, the kids danced, so chill. They had an after party in the street. Look, one girl so cute, so fancy. One girl pulled her car up the day I died. She pulled her car up on the side of the road in the city. She pulled up and she got out and she wore a white miniskirt and white high heel shoes and a side ponytail and a sparkle headband and sparkle jelly shoes and bangles that caught the streetlight. It was night. She left her car on and she pulled the candle out of her car, the votive candles, and a photo she tore out of a magazine, a glossy magazine, with its corners furrowed from the grease of her hand. She had painted sparkle nails and pink eyes, and brown eyebrows, and she left the car running. She had pink tights and doily ankles. She had Converse and dirty socks. She had ripped jeans on. She played my music over and over, Thriller, and over Billie Jean, and over. Look, it was so, look, all the kids came out, and the kids came out to dance in the street, and drunk people who passed by, they danced also, and some of the hobos danced also, toothless, and everyone danced, they flung their arms, they waved, they danced like zombies for me. Look at me. Look at what I did. When I died, look at... Michael did not die on June 25th. It was only pretend. A publicity stunt to get away from the creditors, to get away from his old life, to flee the clutches of his doctor, to get to his niece's debutante ball, to make even more money later. Artist formerly known as MJ vanquishes death. Along with describing the scene at Homely Hills Mansion where Jackson was stricken, the document lists prescription drugs found in the home. Some were prescribed in Jackson's name, as well as an alias used by the singer. The document also provides the detailed results of the performer's autopsy, which included analysis of Jackson's corpse and his various organs, from the size of his liver to the, quote, unremarkable nature of his testes and scrotum. The, quote, immediate cause of Jackson's death was listed by the medical examiner as, quote, acute propofol intoxication. The last time he slept without mittens, he had a dream he was in Iraq, embedded with troops, and he was afraid of the men, but then he was afraid of a missile because a missile was coming, and the men said the missile was after him. So he ran away from the missile. He ran very fast. When he woke up, he crashed through a hotel window. He woke up running on a grassy knoll in front of his hotel room, blood running down his arms. He realized the missile was only a dream, but they took him to the hospital, and the doctor said, "You could have died." And Michael said, "I sleepwalk, I can't help it." Looking at magazines of himself, the doctor said, "Sleep in a sleeping bag with mittens and you'll be fine." After his death, he sat up late nights texting in bed with Orlin, giggling like a girl. whispering to himself sometimes so the bodyguards wouldn't come and say, "Turn off the light and get some sleep." Aside from employees on salary, Orlin was the only one who knew MJ was still alive. Orlin was born in France on May 30th. Her life is a secret, real name unknown. A spy in her own life, she had plastic surgery to look like Botticelli's Venus. She had plastic surgery to look like Madonna. She had plastic surgery to look like Mrs. Frankenstein. She wept when MJ died and giggled when he called to say it was only a joke. Michael texted her in bed. "The paint they used in my skin's supposed to make me look healthy, but they used Lysol Red. Fugitive paint. It fades after a few years. Ach!" She texted, "Terrible," and then, "I may get plastic surgery on my pussy." He said, "OMG," and tittered, sitting under the tent of his sheets, torso hemmed with a zipped-up sleep sack. The phone, a flashlight, clasped in both hands, waiting for her answer. Finally, his phone buzzed. He read it. "I want to have the same topography as the hills of Kilimanjaro," she said. "And then I want to put clay inside, and then I want to give birth to the cast of my cunt." "Ha ha 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 ha," he texted back. "The color of my skin is fading." He writes, letter by letter. "Doctor says to stay out of sun." And she again, "Is that why you wear a mask in all those pictures?" Michael smiled in the dark, his face blue from the light of the phone. The descendant's home is a 2-story mansion located in Bel Air on a quiet residential street. The home is clean and well-groomed. I observed the bedroom on the 2nd floor of the home to the right of the staircase. Reportedly, this is the bedroom where the descendant had been resting and entered cardiac arrest. His usual bedroom was down the hall. The bedroom to the right of the staircase contained a queen-size bed and numerous tables and chairs. The bedding was disheveled and appeared as though someone had been lying on the left side of the bed. There was a blue plastic pad lined with cotton on the left side of the fitted sheet near the center of the bed. Near the left foot of the bed, there was a string of wooden beads and a tube of toothpaste. Also near the foot of the bed, there was a closed bottle of urine atop a chair. "I read my autopsy report," Michael texted. "I didn't like it. It made me sound sad." Orlin did not reply, and Michael listened to the whoosh of the air conditioner. He wondered if it was daytime where she was. "It made me sad," he texted again, this time with an exclamation point. He thought about tomorrow's talk show, his first appearance. He wondered if Lena would punch him again. Michael rubbed his shoulder. He bruised easily. Michael imagined the bright lights of the stage like surgery lights, he thought. "When I think about me and read about me, I sound sad to me," he texted quickly. "But darling, you are," Orlin answered at last. "We all are." Thanks.
Thank you, Caroline. Let's hear it for Caroline. Big fire!